name is Abi Gil, and this is my teacher that I met through Tai High School, Miss Lambert. And my first question is, what is the earliest memory that you have with water?
Let's see. I think some of the earliest memories I have of actual water is when I was a little kid and I would take a bath. And then drinking out of the hose when I was playing outside in the summertime, and then running through the water sprinkler.
Do you remember any sensations or feelings?
I just remember having fun and feeling refreshed. Yes.
And how has water impacted your life up to this moment?
So now as I am an adult, I like to go down to Dash Point State Park on a regular basis. There's a trail that a trailhead really close to my house, and so I just walk on down to the water and I sit there. So not to let you know this because you're a student, but this school year has been very difficult for teachers, and so I spend a lot of time hanging out at the water, just trying to refocus myself. I also go down to Ruston Way, and Ruston Way there's the Chinese Reconciliation Park, and so I park my car there and then I ride my bike to the end of the Ruston Way path there and sit on the water. I like it a lot.
And since you talked about your childhood, who has influenced you the most related to water?
So my parents would have influenced me as I was growing up. And then probably my daughter has influenced me because I want her, I had mentioned to you at school a story that was not so positive about water that I had experienced. And that was when I was about 10 years old. And this girl who I thought was super cool, but she was really a bully to me as I look back, but I didn't know that at the time. She and I went swimming in a swimming pool, and to be cool like she always was, she held me under the water for a super long time. And I just kind of felt like my life flashed in front of me, even though I was at 10 years old at that point. So that has changed a little bit of my experience with water, where I feel a little bit more fearful, especially if I can't touch the bottom.
Yeah.
That feels scary to me. But I've wanted to make sure for my daughter that I don't pass those fears on to her. And so I've tried to get her, connected to water as young as she possibly could have been.
And how have you been coping since that moment?
It's always there, but I guess I see water in a different perspective. I see it as a healing thing that should be available to everybody. Because I know in some places where I walk by my house, it'll say this beach is like it's exclusive just for those people. And I kind of question that in my mind a little bit, because I think the water and the beaches should be for everybody.
And knowing that it's for everyone, what is your favorite way to connect with water?
Basically now sitting by it. I like sitting by it and listening to just the waves. I like seeing the animals, the orca whales or the otters, or sea lions I don't know if we see sea lions, otters I think, are what I see in the water. So, yeah, and then I think it's really important that we all work together to keep it safe and clean for all of our future generations.
Do you feel connected to the Puget Sound now that you live near or beside it?
Absolutely, because I grew up in Chicago. And so in Chicago, we have Michigan, Lake Michigan. But yeah, I like the Puget Sound here much better. It's just super peaceful. Yeah. And I like watching people kayaking and canoeing and scuba diving.
And is there a specific area?
The Ruston Way area is where I like to go. So in the Tacoma area and like Dash Point is where I like to go. Owens Beach is also really pretty too.
Okay, thank you for your time and thank you for sharing something a part of your life.
Oh, you're welcome. Thanks.